graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
We made it, baby. We made it. What's up, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. Oh, what a week it has been. Yes, we will talk more about this baseball team that has not won a game since I went away. And maybe, just maybe, they have one more inning left to go. Maybe we could see some magic. Maybe I'm pushing it a little bit. But you know what? We'll just wait and see. After this game is done, we will transfer things over and we will do the rest of the Seattle athletics game, which I'm really excited about. But first of all, how you been? What's going on, Chad? How we doing? How we doing, man? It's good to see everybody on here. Yeah. All right, let's catch up. Let's talk. Yeah. So, we were supposed to get back at around 6:30. That's when it was about 6 o'clock. We were supposed to get back 6:15-ish, and then we actually didn't get in the air until like 5:15. So it was like a 3.5 hour delay, something along those lines. But regardless, it was a long delay. We actually had to go back to our gate. It was really weird. They had to do some inspecting, and everything was fine. Everything was all good, and we're home. And I loved it. I loved where I was at. It was so relaxing. It was so nice. My second time being out of the country, and I needed it. I really did. And now I'm ready to get back into the swing of things. I'm ready to get back. What's going on, Deb? What's going on, Rhett? How you doing, Rhett? What's going on, guys? All right, let's get down to business. Corbin Martin is going to pitch. We're just doing one inning of Phillies baseball tonight. Whatever. It is what it is. Here's the first pitch to Justin Crawford, and that's taken a little bit high for ball one. So it's 1 ball and no strikes, and now it's 2 balls and no strikes. Okay, we can get rid of the vertical side. Yeah. And then we can also update this guy. Yeah, here we go. The pitch. Now it's 2 balls and 1 strike, and that is to Justin Crawford. There we go. That's a little bit better. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Yes, sir. 2 balls, 1 strike to Crawford. And the pitch. And that misses inside for ball 3. So, yeah, they're not doing so hot, are they, chat? What did I miss in this game? I literally just came back. I got a little bit of wah-wah, and then I came on up here, and I'm ready to go. 3-1 pitch, and that's in there for strike 2. So it's 3 balls and 2 strikes here in the top of the 9th inning. Just gotta wait for this to sync up a little bit. There. Nice. Don't tell me. Okay. Three and 2 is the count now, and now time is called. I don't know why this is like this. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Justin Crawford, and that's going to be a foul ball. What? That's odd. That's so bizarre. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Martin on the bump. Gets set above the belt. And the 3-2, and that's fouled off. On the way back, of course, we had to listen to the rest of that Flyers game. Really awesome to see Porter score in that second period. And then just the icing on the cake with the goal by Paling was awesome as well. I missed you guys, too. What's up, Lou? What's up, Deb? What's up, chat? 3-2 pitch, and that's up high and away for ball 4. Somebody said I need some more Zombie Nation in my life. I missed it. Why not? Why not? Rafael Marchand is coming up here in the top of the 9th. All of a sudden, we got 33 here. Yes. All right, here is Marchand. He's in the box. First pitch to Rafael. It's a strike. It's a curveball that's in the strike zone. JJ was in the lazy river the whole time. Yeah, that's true. Crawford's going to go as the ball is knocked down, and the throw to second is not in time to try to pick him off over at first. And the ball got by the first baseman, and Justin Crawford is now at second base. Yes, sir. 2:15 DMC. What's going on? Lydia's also here. What's up, Lydia? By the way, also, huge shout out to BW for filling in on Sunday. He did a magnificent job. This is why he's one of the best. The ball is 1 strike to Marchand, and this one is skied over towards the left side of the infield. Who's going to get there? It'll be the third baseman, and that is Bregman, who makes the catch. And there's out number 1 in the 9th inning. What's up, Lydia? Who else do we got? You've missed your worst nightmare. Well, you know what, guys? If this is a nightmare, I'll take my chat any day. The game itself, though. I hear you. The pitch. It's in there for a strike, and that's to Trey Turner. 0 for 3 he is. The count is 0-1. Phillies are 0 for their last 21 with runners in scoring position. The pitch, line drive, hit out to right field, and a diving catch made for out number 2. The throw back to second is not in time. They're 0 for their last 22 with runners in scoring position. That's what I missed, chat. That's what I missed. Ay. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. Phillies down to their final out. Kept the pitcher in when they shouldn't have. Okay. Here's the first pitch to Kyle. That's going to be taken for a ball, but they're going to challenge this. Yeah. Okay, so it's 1 ball and no strikes. I promise you after the game is done, I will talk to you guys because I do have some news that I would like to share with y'all. I really do. Yeah. By the way, do you guys see that I got a little bit of a tan? You probably can see it just a little bit. You could probably see a little bit of a tan. We got a little Bahama hat right here. It says Bahamas. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Kyle Schwarber, and that is a foul ball over towards the right side. My dad was like, "You like this hat?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I like this hat. I think that this is a pretty cool hat, to be honest with you." They were like, "Aren't you going to get something?" And I said, "Well, if I get something, I got to get a hat." 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Phillies are down to their final strike as they are 0 for the last 22 with runners in scoring position. Ay. 1-2 pitch, and that's going to bounce in the dirt and also get by the catcher and go over towards the third base dugout side, and Justin Crawford is now over at third base. I'm right, BW is awesome. Already subscribed, but nothing compares to JJ. Much love to y'all. I missed you guys so much, man. I did. I had a lot of fun. I really needed that. I feel so relaxed. I feel very calm, cool, collected. You know, it was awesome. Welcome home to the misery, says Jack. Thanks, man. The 2-2 pitch to Schwarber. It's popped up and skied right behind home plate. The catcher has room, makes the catch, and the ball game is over. So, Jack, thank you very much for the $2 super chat. And wow, how long was this stream? This stream was like, what, less than 20 minutes. That's the quickest game that we ever did. Dansby Swanson today, 1 for 4 with a 3-run homer. That came in the second inning. The Cubs, again, just beat the Phillies, and the Phillies have lost, what's it now, 6 in a row, chat? Again, I'm just coming back on into this, so really haven't been watching the games. I heard everything about Sunday, though. I did get to tune into that broadcast when it was not live. I tuned on in and listened to that whole game until I fell asleep, and then I woke up and tried to listen to the rest of it. But anyhow, 5-1 is the final score. Phillies just, again, come up short. Their offense continues to be dead silent, and that has been the Philadelphia Phillies for you so far in 2026. Very quiet offensive Philadelphia Phillies team with just not a lot of noise, and guys just continuing to struggle, and the Braves are dominating the NL East. That's really how it's gone. It really is. I want to know really quickly, okay, so do not go just yet. Do not go just yet. I want to see how many people are tuning on in over on chat. Once again, I apologize for being late. My flight was about like 3.5 hours late, and I really couldn't control that at all whatsoever. I actually got to the airport at like, we all got to the airport at like 12:30, and then, you know, I had to stand in line to just do security and all that sort of stuff, and then do the whatchamacallit, show the passports and all that sort of stuff. And then we were supposed to leave at like 3 o'clock, get back at like 6:30, but we didn't leave until about 5:30. 5:15. That's not when we ended up leaving flight. Taking off, I should say. That's the right word. I can't speak right now. But anyhow, we're back home, and it's nice. It's very nice. We got 47 people tuning on in. All right. I want to tell you guys something, okay? And I will definitely make sure that I announce this tomorrow and even on Wednesday too. Tomorrow, by the way, we are doing the Sixers game. We're not doing the Phillies, the Sixers. We're doing their playoff game tomorrow. So our next Phillies game is going to be Wednesday, which is also our next P.O. Box opening day. But here's what I wanted to tell you guys. Okay, so I have decided during this break, I made a decision. All right, so we are very close to getting to 10,000 subscribers, and I'm very happy about that. I've worked my tail off for it, and I'm super grateful for every single one of you for being here on this journey with me, because without you guys, there is no success with this channel. I love calling these games, but I really love community. I'm a big fan of bringing people together, okay? And that leads me to this. So, as you probably know, I've been wanting to do a couple of fundraising streams this year, and I thought about it. Last year, we did a fundraising stream for my brother, who passed away in 2020, who had a very severe Jewish genetic disorder called familial dysautonomia. We did a fundraiser for him last year, and we did it in September, and we raised over $6,000, and that was really incredible. I decided that I want to do another fundraiser for FD, and I was originally going to do it around the same time last year, but as I was on break, I thought to myself, we should just do it when we get to 10,000, because it makes a lot of sense, right? 10,000 to me is a really huge number, and I think it would be a really, really cool idea just to do another fundraising stream for him. And my goal is to try to raise $10,000, again, for familial dysautonomia and for the Dysautonomia Foundation. I am planning on doing my fundraising stream, next Wednesday and next Thursday as well. We will be doing Diamond Zone. There's going to be a lot of streaming going on to both of those days. I will also be using that time to also educate people on what familial dysautonomia is. But I really think that we can do it. I love calling games. Calling games is really cool. But I want to leave a lasting impact here on YouTube, and I really want to try to build a community. That's like my main goal, is to try to make a difference and do things where we can just give back and try to do really good things. And this really hits home for me. 10,000 is a very big milestone. I'm not doing this without my brother, and I think it would be really nice to honor him if we did it for him, because this 10,000 is not just for me. I feel like that's for a bigger thing. So I will post an announcement. I will also announce this again on stream tomorrow to people that tune on into the Sixers game, and I will also do it on Wednesday as well. But next Wednesday, the date is April 29th and April 30th, which is Thursday. We will be doing a 48-hour stream trying to raise $10,000 for the Dysautonomia Foundation. And I'm very excited about it. And so we have some really cool things. I will also post more announcements on what types of incentives and what types of other things that we're going to be doing, because when we reach certain thousands of dollars, there's certain things that I'm going to be doing, and I feel like that you're going to have a blast and you're really going to want to tune on into this. For example, I am going to be doing karaoke when we do raise $7,500. That's one thing that I am going to do. I'm going to make a poll, and you guys are going to choose the song, because my brother really loved Disney. So we're going to do that. And so I'm going to give you 4 options, and that's what we're going to do. But yes, please make sure that you spread the word. Tell other people, whether it's on Reddit, whether it's friends, family members, because this is for a really good cause. I'm going to make sure that I obviously tell other people in the baseball community that I'm doing this too, and I'm going to make sure that I try to spread the word. But again, as much as I love calling games, there has to be another reason why I'm on here, right? And so to me, doing good things, trying to raise awareness, trying to raise money, especially for something that's really personal to me, I think is really important. There's other fundraising streams that we're also going to be doing throughout the year, and we're going to be doing some stuff not only just for the baseball community, but for other things as well. And I'm not just doing this for clout, I'm not just doing this to look good. I really want to build something here, because I feel like that there's a lot of power that we're able to provide on this channel. So I hope that you guys join with me. And again, you do not have to donate, even if you just spread the word and if you show up on stream. That means a lot to me, and I would really appreciate that. So that's all I wanted to say. I know I just babbled on about a lot, and I can't believe I'm even back here in the States. I just was riding back, and I feel like I was on the wrong side of the road, because in the Bahamas, it's a different, the roads are different. So, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited about that. Let's do this. So we are going to do What's the next game we got? As the Blue Jays against the Angels are on. Should we do that? That game's on TV. I don't really feel like getting out the iPad. What inning is this in? We'll see. Blue Jays, they're in the bottom of the third. All right, we'll do it. We'll do that. But yeah. What's going on, Jack? Again, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that, man. Very, very much. I'm sure your shoulders and back and tummy are also tan. My tummy's not tan. My shoulders got a little bit burnt. The top of my back got a little bit burnt as well. But I'm okay with it. It is what it is. Did anyone get fired today? No. On the airport? No. In the baseball game? No. But yes. This team is cheeks. Let's go. Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all. I'm excited. I am really looking forward to what we're going to be able to try to accomplish this year. So, 48 hours of streaming next Wednesday and next Thursday. Yes, I'm going to be sleeping on stream. Yes, it's going to be wild. But we're going to do everything that we can to try to push for that 10,000. Because I think we can definitely do it. The pitch is up high for ball 2. And there's the throw over the third base. That is not in time. Oh, this is going to be epic. It's going to be fun. I'm so freaking excited about this. I'm so excited. Yeah. Two to one, bottom of the third. JJ, you gonna quit doing Diamond Zone? No. As a matter of fact, during those 48 hours of streaming, we're implementing Diamond Zone. That's why I wanted to make it on the both of those days, because that's like 12 hours of baseball on both Wednesday and on Thursday. Which also, by the way, does mean that we will not be doing the Phillies game on Wednesday. We will be doing Diamond Zone, but we're doing this for a really good cause, guys. I mean, of course, like when the Phillies score, I will be highlighting them. Absolutely. But just you wait and see, like when it comes to like all the runs scored, like you're gonna be very intrigued. I promise you. Have patience with me. 2-2 pitch, and that's a foul ball over towards the left side. JJ, when will the drought end? That's a great question. I don't know, man. I have no clue. I have no clue when the drought is going to end. But it's going to end sometime. It'll end sometime, but it's not looking good now. I'm already thinking about the karaoke song. Need to change the scoreboard. Yeah, sorry. I was just doing a lot of things at once. My bad. 3-2. And that's a foul ball over towards the left side. But yeah, I'm super excited about this fundraising stream. More questions will be answered within the coming days. 3-2 pitch. This is flied out over to center. It will be caught off by Varsho, and here comes a run. And that's going to tie the game 2-2 here in the bottom of the third inning. So Dylan Cease allows a sacrifice fly. And that ties it up at 2 apiece in the bottom of the third with 1 out. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Here comes Jorge Soler, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. Oops. Come on. What are we doing here? There we go. That's better. Oh, that's a lot better, Chad. No balls. and 1 strike here in the bottom of the third. During the stream, what are the options to donate? It's my understanding YouTube takes a portion, and ideally I'd like it all to go directly to you. Yes. Okay, so so that stuff, I will have more info for you on that within the next couple of days. We are going to be using YouTube. YouTube, when it comes to a nonprofit, they do not take anything out of it. 100% does go to the nonprofit. Last year, as the 1-1 is fouled off, because I didn't request it, it didn't have FD as a nonprofit already on YouTube. It didn't qualify it because it was a rare disorder. It got approved after I did my fundraising stream, so I did, there were taxes that were cut off, like whatever. This year, it's already there, so we don't even have to worry about that. So it's going to be really good. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 out in the bottom of the third. But there will be another link too, and I will get you more info on that in the next couple of days. But keep firing questions away because it's going to be a lot of fun. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And so Soler is down on strikes, and there is out number 2 in the bottom of the third. I did want to give you guys more than a week of notice, though. And again, I was going to come on earlier. I wanted to come on earlier. Obviously, I wasn't able to do so because my flight got delayed, and we got back a little bit later than we thought. And that's what happens. This was more of me like, you know what, I want to come on here and I want to chill. I want to talk, and I just want to get back into the groove of things, 2-2, bottom of the third. The 1-0 pitch, that's down for ball 2. All right, but here's my question for you, chat, because this is what's really important as well. This Phillies team. What did I miss? Like, did I actually miss something? Like, what did I actually miss? Somebody fill me in and tell me exactly what I missed over their last 5 games. 2-2, bottom of the third. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. And the pitch. He went around. 2-2 is the count. Dude, I want to put my Bahamas hat back on. Thanks, Hoagie. Hoagie, I just told chat we're doing another fundraising stream. We're doing a 48-hour fundraising stream starting on Wednesday and Thursday of next week. And we're going to try to raise $10,000 for the Dysautonomia Foundation and do it in honor of my brother because we're also close to getting to 10,000 subscribers. So please spread the word. Please tell more people. I will have more info on it within the next couple of days. It's going to be a lot of fun, though, but that'll be our first charity stream of the year. Again, I wanted to wait to do it in September, but then I thought about it, like 10,000 means a lot because, again, I'm not doing this if it weren't for him. And so I really want to, again, just do it, Bottom of the third, 2 away. Those 48 hours are going to be something. JJ, what did you miss? Cold bats and slow feet. Did I miss a good Andrew Painter performance? Or no? So we're in the bottom of the third. There's 2 outs. And we got 2 runners on. Dylan Cease is on the mound. The pitch. And that's going to be down low and away for a ball. JJ is back. Let's go, baby. What's up, D? How you doing, man? What's up, D? Shout out to you, dude. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. That was at 98 miles per hour. Holy smokes. Dylan Cease just still has a cannon of an arm. It's just good, man. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jorge Soler. Or Joe Adele, that is, excuse me. And the pitch, swing and a miss. It's the same as usual with the Phils. It's just sad, man. It really is. I mean, I guess I picked the perfect time to go, but in all seriousness, I want them to succeed. I really do. 1-2, and that's a foul ball. Not when they're playing like, just chasing. I didn't even have to watch the games, and I already knew that they were chasing after pitches. They did a terrible job with runners in scoring position. I saw a stat that I just literally bursted out laughing that they were 0 for their last 21 at the time entering on into the 9th inning with runners in scoring position. Like, that's all I need to know. That's literally it. That's the only thing that I had to know during this whole time, because that tells me how the Philadelphia Phillies are doing, and I can already envision guys striking out with bases loaded, flying out, and just not being able to produce. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 call. Dylan Cease with 7 strikeouts tonight. It's already allowed 2 runs, but we're going to go to the 4th inning all tied up at 2 apiece. All right, shout-outs. Time for some shout-outs. Where are you tuning on in from? Hello. Hi. It's good to see ya. Where are you from? How you been? Where are you tapping in from? Oh, man. Let's see. Phil's had me in a depression, and no, you didn't. Ooh, man. Oh, man. Bo needs to go. Hope you had a refreshing time. Dude, it was great. Oh, my gosh, I had some stories to tell. Haley, what's up, Haley? I miss you guys, too. Shout out to you. Deborah from Missouri. Woo! What's up, Scott? How you doing? I'm on my way to a job interview. Fingers crossed, my friend. What's going on, man? How you doing? What's up, Rainstorm? Shout out to you. Oh, man. I'm happy to be back. I didn't want to leave yesterday, but as soon as I touched American soil, I said, you know what? All right, we're back. I was like, get me off this plane. Literally. Because I'm sitting on the plane for 6 hours. So I'm like, all right, I'm ready. Oh, man. Bohm has so much personal stuff going on. He's just in a rough spot. Oh, man, I want these guys to bounce out of this funk. It's annoying. And I'm not even watching these games. And I heard BW's call on Sunday. But besides that, I don't know what else is going on. Reed Detmers is pitching, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. Reed has had a really good year so far. I know I keep talking about it, but he just doesn't get the love. 0-1 pitch, and that's a little bit low and taken for a ball. Bumper Creek, PA. Love that. Tuning on in from Redding, California, but originally from Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. What was I going to say? I was going to say something, and I forget what it was. Dude, the wedding was awesome. So my cousin got married, and we went to a Nassau, right off of Paradise Island. It was really nice. We were not that far away from the Atlantis, and that was cool. It was a really nice, relaxing time. It was. the 1-2 pitch, and that's up high for ball 2. The wedding itself was outdoors. The food was incredible. The whole scenery of it was really cool. A lot of trees, a lot of plants over there, and just it was very like they had like 4 shuttles there to take you like from the hotel. And we weren't at a hotel. We stayed in an Airbnb, and the Airbnb was about like a 5 to 7 minute walk away from the hotel. But it was really nice. It was a great Airbnb. We had a pool. We had like 5 bathrooms in the Airbnb, which was crazy. But yeah, it was awesome. The 2-2 pitch. This one's flying out over to center. Mike Trout is just in front of the warning track, and he makes the catch for out number 1. And so there's 1 gone in the top of the 4th inning. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, oh my gosh. The first beach that we went to was really nice. The second one that we went to, we got told about it by a couple of people. It wasn't as nice. Plus, it rained, and we went there like yesterday. That was like the only thing I didn't really like about the experience, but everything else was magnificent. I went to like a little mummers parade. That was cool. I did that on Friday night. And then at the Atlantis casino that was over there, they had like a little aquarium that my cousins and I went to at night, and that was awesome as well. I got to bond with some of them that I haven't seen in a really long time. No balls, 2 strikes to Dalton Varsho. And here's the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Detmers gets his 4th strikeout of the game. So there's 2 gone in the 4th. So yeah, I'm not like so good, as bad as this sounds. Like I'm not so good specifically with geography, and with names of certain places. But overall, like I was very relaxed. I got to really just chill, spend good quality time with people that I really care about. And it was really just a nice getaway. 0-1 pitch. Check swing. The pitch was high. Did he go? No. I really was not on my phone that much. And that was a nice thing for me to just unwind and just be able to shut down from looking at my phone so much. And I was really happy that I was able to do that because I also needed that too. Next pitch is grounded back over towards Detmers, and the throw on over to first is in plenty of time, and there's out number 3. And so we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. We're tied 2-2 out at Angel Stadium. BW did a good job. I'm really happy to hear that because I listened to the playback when everyone went to bed, and I wanted to just see how everything went. And he did outstanding. I mean, that's just who BW is, and I told him that specifically. But yeah, he was great. Nothing went wrong. He did an awesome job. I told him that it was really cool to hear him do to fill in for a guest, Like I've heard him do other baseball games, but they're more like a national cast, like not just for one specific team. I've never heard him fill in for somebody else before, and it was actually really cool to just hear him do that. And he did great. He was awesome. He was really awesome, and he put his own touch to it, and I am just so grateful that he said yes and that we were able to do a cast while we were away. It was all gravy, and it was all fun, and he had a good time. And I'm happy that everybody, for the most part, behaved and that there was nothing that went bad according to what I saw and from what I heard. So, yeah, it was good. It was very, very good. Glad you enjoyed yourself. Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah. My sister and her fiance, they met us. They flew from Nashville to Georgia. They had a layover in Georgia because they can't get a direct flight to Nassau. And then today they did the same thing. I really did, Deb. It was great. What was I going to say? The food's expensive there, man. It really is. The food is really expensive. Gas is really expensive now there. I mean, gas is expensive, period. But I'm just saying it's like, I think that our tour guide said it's like, what, $7 per gallon? Like, that's insane. 1 ball, 1 strike as we were in the bottom of the 4th. We didn't really eat out much because, again, food was just so expensive. Like, there's not a lot of grocery stores that were even over there. And, you know, you had to take a taxi everywhere that you went as far as, like, things that weren't within walking distance or over the bridge. And then just getting used to people driving on the other side of the road, that took a little bit of time. I thought that, man, we were going to get hit, like somebody was going to run on into us. In the back of my mind, I'm like, yep, okay, GG's, guys. But, you know, it's just a different style. It's a different type of life over there. The pitch is grounded over towards the first baseman, Guerrero, and he flips it back over to Dylan Cease, and that's in plenty of time for out number 1. He knocked it down first, and then just fired it back over to Cease with an underhanded scoop of a throw. The Hawks just beat the Knicks. That's cool. Nassau. Not Nassau. Yeah. Nassau. 1 ball, no strikes. Bottom of the 4th. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch. That's a foul ball. You sound like a teacher coming back and praising us for being the good sub. Yeah, I was just thinking that too in the back of my mind. I was like, you know what? I sound like I was running a classroom. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the pitch. And that's a foul ball hit back over towards the screen. Nassau. Yes. Nassau is the Bahamas destination if you can afford. It's like half Long Island in the Bahamas. I have been near it, but offshore in a 40-footer. Oh, wow. Next pitch, and that's strike 3 for Dylan Cease. That's his 8th strikeout of the ball game. Got him looking right on the outside edge at 98 miles per hour. And so there's out number 2 here in the bottom of the 4th. And Frazier is up to bat. I assume this is Adam Frazier. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, they just did. It is Adam Frazier. They didn't correct me, but they showed it to me. 0-1. That's a foul ball over towards the right side. Mick Abel just got placed on the injured list. Oof. He had 10 strikeouts in his last start, too. Man, that sucks. No balls, 2 strikes. There's the 0-2, and that's going to be fouled off by Frazier. Actually hit Heineman. Ouch. Where did it get him? Oof, that was bad. I want to go to the Bahamas now. It was so nice. I was really happy that we went when we did. A lot of the cousins... Not all the cousins, but a lot of them went like on Friday like on Thursday, and they left on Sunday. But I was happy that we went when we did Wednesday night to Monday. I think that was really a good amount of time to just be able to spend with the family and just to be able to relax and also try to do a little bit of walking around and looking for things to do. So it was good. It was good in that way. I was going to ask about the food. The food, yeah, we didn't really eat out much. We went to Viola's, is what it was called. I thought it was good there. I liked it. That was our first place that we went to because, you know, we didn't want to get groceries. My sister is vegan. So they don't really have a lot of vegan options on the island. My sister and her fiance are vegan. So that's one of the other reasons why we ended up doing more like stuff like at home as well. But food is super expensive there. But Viola's I thought was good. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and there's 9 strikeouts for Cease. Oh, now he's dealing. He is feeling it right now. He's on fire with punching out those batters. But, dude, it was great. What was I going to say? I forget what I was going to say. It was like, I thought it was like really, really good weather. Like, it wasn't too hot for me, and it wasn't too cold. Obviously, it wasn't too cold, but I'm saying, like, it wasn't, like, too hot. Like, it reached 90s there some of the time and, like, high 80s. But I thought that it was good. It wasn't, like, overly hot, you know? I only brought, like, 1 pair of sweatpants with me. And, of course, I brought my suit, but other than that, like, nothing else. Everything was all shorts. I got some Hawaiian shirts that I brought with me, which were cool. My suit, I got like a couple of comments on my suit. I had my red suit on. I got some praise for that. That was cool. That was pretty nice. Some of the cousins were like, "Wow, you look awesome." I was like, "Thanks." So that was cool. Yeah. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. Yeah. Oh yeah, I learned that in the Bahamas, like if you want to get married, or if you get married, you have to have 16 signatures, and I didn't know that, and I thought that was really interesting. Yeah, I thought that was kind of wild. I thought that was kind of cool. They had a band there at the wedding, and the band was awesome. They did a really good job. There were over 200 people at this wedding. It was a big wedding. And that was unbelievable. I had such a nice time. I know I sound like I'm repeating myself. The drinks, they were really good. It was just very relaxing. Very relaxing, good quality time. And that's what I cared about. No balls, 1 strike as we start off the top of the 5th. Hyman is in the box. He's batting on the right side, and the pitch is going to be taken for a ball. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Did Duran get pull on there? 1-1 pitch, and there's a swing and a miss, and so the count is 1-2. From the sounds of it, Keller is going to be our closer until he comes back. Oh, Duran got hurt. I didn't hear that. No one updated me on that. That's big news. Well, so what? He's on the IL. I didn't hear about that. I heard a lot about the offense, but I didn't hear that Duran got hurt. Man, that's big news. I don't like to hear it. Hopefully he'll be back by the 30th. So what's was it? It's an oblique injury. Gotcha. Got you. You were talking about vegan food and eating it at home in case you forgot to say something. No. So, yeah, we didn't really go out much because they didn't really have a lot of vegan options like at the restaurants that were there. That was part of it, but also just the food was just ridiculously expensive. Like groceries were ridiculously high, and just going out to eat there, you could spend a lot of money. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and here's the 2-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and there's the 5th strikeout of the ball game, and that is from Reed Detmers, and there is out number 1. So there's the first out. Red suit main character, dude. It was so nice. I got some nice compliments from it, and I was like, oh, thank you. It's like, you're too kind. And then I had to take off the suit jacket because it was hot outside. So I really couldn't wear it. And then people were like, oh, that's a really cool outfit you have. And I was like, yeah, well, my suit jacket is over there, but I had to take it off. You know, it was, muy caliente. It was hot. But yeah, that was cool. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch, and that's flied out over towards medium depth left field. That's going to be caught for out number 2. We saw a couple of lizards there. That was cool. We went to this pond, like when you're walking to the hotel and even to the beach. We stayed by Bayview. That's where we were in Bayview. But there's like a little river that's over there, like when you walk down, and there were like 13 turtles that were in that. I guess it was a lake. It was a lake. But that was really cool. That was awesome. Next pitch is flied out over towards left field. It's going to be caught, and the inning is over. And we are going to go to the top of the 5th inning. The bottom of the 5th inning. Okay, there we go. The bottom of the 5th is going to come on up. JJ dressed as Afro Man in a weed suit. Oh, man. Need some water. Yeah, I would go back. I would go back. They have a lot of circles there. A lot of circles on the roads. They do. And I don't know. My mind is just blanking out right now. 16 signatures is like testing your loyalty to remember. Yeah, I've never heard of that like before. I thought that was really interesting. Also, like not even like to get into politics, but like this is their big season for elections. And I didn't know the person that was driving the taxi for us today was telling us that they have 3 parties that are there. It's not like Democrat and just Republican here. They have 3 different parties, which I thought was interesting. But it's cool to just be able to touch sand and just be able to get a different perspective on life, and just a different perspective on culture and just about how things go in other countries. Some things you take for granted when you're here in the U.S. and like when you're out of the country, you're like, oh, like this is different, or oh, this is cool, or oh, this is something that is just wild, 1 ball, no strikes, and this is to Zach Neto. Dylan Cease does have 90 pitches. We're tied 2-2. We're in the bottom of the 5th. I don't even have a box score, so I can't even tell you how we got here. The pitch. And that's going to be taken for a 1-2 count. So I'll have to catch you up. By the way, the Denver Nuggets are on. It's a 20-11 game over there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's the 1-2. That misses down and away for ball 2. So how did we get here, JJ? That is a phenomenal question. Jorge Soler had an RBI single in the bottom of the 1st. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. hit a 2-run home run in the top of the 3rd for Toronto. As the 2-2, De Neto is lined out to right field for a base hit, and Zach Neto gets aboard with an opposite field single. Nolan Shanuel also with a sacrifice fly to tie it back 2-2, and that was in the bottom of the 5th inning. So Neto gets on with a single out to right field. He got it off the end of the bat, and he's now over at first base for the Halos. We're in the bottom of the 5th. There's nobody out. Mike Trout is in the box for L.A. He's 1 for 2 tonight, and he takes a pitch that's up high for a ball. All right, let me catch up on track, on chat. Did you get Kratz Conch? Please answer me. No, I did not get Conch. I didn't eat Conch. No. 1-0 pitch. That misses outside and low for ball 2. Marsh and Garcia both have to get traded. They are abysmal. let me ask you this. Don't worry. What's up, don't worry, by the way? What would you package for them? And who do you think that... What kind of trade do you think would make sense for both teams in regards to Brandon Marsh and Adolis Garcia? Just out of curiosity, because I've been thinking about this even as I'm on break. Like, what would the Phillies have to give up? Or what could the Phillies get if they wanted to give up Garcia and Marsh? I don't want them to give up Garcia, but Brandon Marsh, he's been with the team for like 4 years. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 5th. There's a runner over at first. I'm not telling you that I want him traded. I'm just saying that I wonder, like, what would be a really good option to get for Brandon Marsh? Same thing with Garcia, too. A 2-2 pitch. That's up high for ball 3. I'm not vegan. No. No, my sister and her fiance are. How long has my sister been vegan for? 7 years? I think it's been a little bit longer. And I think, yeah, ever since she moved to Nashville, she's been vegan. Yeah, maybe it has been 7 years. JJ didn't want to come back. I did not want to come back. And then as soon as I was on that plane for 6 hours, I was like, okay, get me out of here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 5th. We got a runner over at first. And this is Mike Trout, who is up to bat right now. Dodgers are up 9-2. They're playing against the Rockies. Dude, it was so nice. It really was. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Mike Trout is down on strikes. And that's the 10th strikeout from Cease. If I go back, I mean, you know, I would love to. I would go back, but it would be, for the most part, it would be if I'm in a serious relationship with somebody, you know. I mean, I go back with my family. That's cool. But I would love to go back with somebody that I have feelings for and I'm serious with, if we get there and when. We're in the bottom of the 5th. There's a runner over at first, the 0-1, and that's a foul ball. Has anybody else ever been to other beach or to other islands in the Bahamas besides Nassau? Oh my gosh. It keeps happening to me. I'm sorry. I feel bad. No balls, 2 strikes. And that's to Nolan Shanuel. Did anyone actually think I wasn't going to come home tonight? 0-2. And that's taken outside and low for a ball. I thought as soon as we had to go back to our gate, I was like, yeah, I don't know if we're going to have to deplane or not. And we almost did. They were thinking about it. 1-2 pitch. And this is popped up over towards the third base side in foul territory. And that's out of play. They weren't thinking about it, but there was a chance that we could have been deplaned. Have you ever been to Sandyston, Florida? My older brother got married there a few years ago. It was really nice. No, I have not. Sandyston. I'll have to look up and see where that is on a map, just out of curiosity. But that's really cool. Your older brother got married there. It was really nice. That's really awesome. Was that the... How many times have you been there? Just out of curiosity. I love Wildwood. Been going there since I was tiny. Dang, I miss home. Well, watch the tram car, please. Dude, when you... As the 1-2 is in there for a called strike 3, and there's now 11 strikeouts for Cease. Once you see the Bahamas, like... And if you're like, all right, like I want to go to Jersey Shore, like it does not compare. It does not compare. You know, it's just a different. It's a different life. I mean, the ocean is so gorgeous. It's so beautiful. The turquoise. Oh, man. Oh, it's awesome. But yeah. No balls, one strike. We're in the bottom of the fifth. There's 2 outs. There's the 0-1. And that's outside for a ball. Got tan lines? Yeah, I got a little bit burnt too on the upper half of my back. But yeah, definitely got bit in the foot. Got some bug bites there. I'll tell you what I don't miss. I don't miss the oak tree pollen. The palm trees were really nice. I don't miss the pollen being back here. Hopefully I missed a bunch of it, but I think that there's still pollen growing, so allergies are going to be a big thing. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, and the pitch to Soler, and that's a foul ball. My allergies get really bad when it comes to pollen. I don't know why. JJ, it seems our team needs to rebuild and start young again. Maybe a couple first or second round draft picks. But I don't know. Good question. Yeah, I mean, it's just they're in such a bizarre spot. Everybody's saying, well, it's 2012 all over again. I don't really know. It's... Some people are saying that... Here's the best way to describe it. You have some people that are like, this is 2012. This season is done. They need, serious help. And, I agree that they need help. I'm not willing to say that the season is over because, again, I do, somewhat still have hope. And I feel like that they're going to have to go on a winning streak at some time, right? They're just in a really bad nick right now. But also, you have to also understand, too, again, as I'm babbling here, this is just JJ getting back from vacation. So if I was covering this team for the last week, I know myself, I would just say I would want to vomit, right? And I'd be screaming and just yelling and not happy. But, the 2-2 pitch, and that's outside for ball 3. The throw over the second, that's not in time to get Zach Neto. And he just got his 3rd stolen base of the season, so now he's over at second base. But back to my point of what I was trying to make, then you have the people that are like, well, it's still early, everything was fine, they can snap out of this funk. I'm, sort of in the middle right now. I really am. I want this team to find ways to improve. I don't think that they had enough to heading on into the season, and I feel like that they need a lot more. I do. I feel like that they need a lot of help, and they don't really have a sense of direction. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. Dylan Cease. What a night for him. He threw over 100 pitches and just was able to absolutely dominate and work up 12 strikeouts in 5 innings and only allow 2 earned runs and 2 walks as well. Whew. He was a workhorse tonight. Crazy. JJ, if you go back, you won't come back. True. That's true. I'm YouTube featured. Let's go! I love that. Oh, that's great. That's the 2nd time that I've been YouTube featured this year. That's awesome. Let's go. That makes me very, very happy. Wow. How many people are tuning on in, by the way? I just want to see. If you are tuning on in, hello. My name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play by Play with JJ. We got 31 people tapping on in. That's awesome. I will definitely take that. That is really incredible. That's so awesome. That's all. Hi, Mom. Yeah. Nassau. It's like NASA. Nassau. Yeah. Aloha. Aloha. The water is clear there, yeah, JJ. It was just so nice. There was something else I wanted to say too. Yeah, our Airbnb had a pool. We had like, what was it, 4 bedrooms. And there were 5 bathrooms that were there. It was really nice. You walked into the suites, and then we were the first one on the right. Ours was gated. Some cousins actually came over the final night, and we had like 20 people that were inside. We had like a round table for our meals, and I actually really like that. I like round tables. I feel like that they're really, really unique. And it was a pretty big round table, so like you could see people, you could actually face people and not like be in a square or a rectangle, where you're looking at people next to you and you're turning your head around. It was really nice. And the couches were really good. It was very spaced, Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the pitch, and that is going to be grounded over towards left field for a base hit. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. gets on once again for the Jays. So we got the leadoff man aboard here in the top of the 6th. Here's our standard for beautiful water is no medical waste. Dude, it doesn't compare. It just doesn't. Charge! There's the pitch, and this is going to be blooped out over to center field. Trout is going to slow down, can't find it, drops in front of him, and it'll get down for a base hit. And here comes Okamoto to the plate with runners over at first and second. Vladdy did go on over to second base and judged it very well. He was in between first and second by the time the ball dropped, and then just did a really excellent job of just getting on over to second base. So we got runners over at first and second right now. But yeah, it was really cool. Jace, you're back in your element. Yeah. I missed the Bahamas, though. I really enjoyed the good quality time that we had, that all of us had together. But it was nice, and I feel very refreshed, and I'm happy to be back. But I'd like to go back again. We're in the top of the 6th in the pitch, and that's up high for ball 1. Mom, what was the beach that we went to? What was the first beach that we went to? Was it, I don't know why I forget the name. I'm so bad at names. 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a called strike. That looked a little bit high, though, ump. It's going to bug me. One ball, 1 strike to Okamoto. The pitch. Down for ball 2. Oh, Acuna left the game tonight, but his x-rays were negative. Okay, that's good. Dr. Delay! What's up, Doc? Man, good to see you. Fist pump to you, my guy. 2-1 pitch, and Okamoto grounds this one over to shortstop. Backhand to the throw to second. Hits in time! What a play. I didn't even think that he was going to have a chance to get the runner at second out, and he did. That was a really good play by Zach Neto. Just taking away a base hit up the middle, or really over towards that left side, I should say. Made an off-balance throw. Leo Jimenez was out by force over at second, and there's runners over at first and third base. And the fact that he just kept his foot on the bag, that's pretty tremendous. He had to make a really big stretch. So there's 1 out in the top of the 6th, and here comes Sosa to the plate. And Sosa takes the first pitch that he sees for strike 1. This is Lenyn Sosa, who played on the White Sox last year. And now he's on the Toronto Blue Jays, 4 RBI on the season. No balls, 1 strike. And here's the 0-1 to Sosa, swing and a miss. Reed Detmers, 94 on the gun. Throws it up high. Cabbage Beach, thank you. Cabbage Beach. That's right. Cabbage Beach was awesome. It was so nice. I really liked Cabbage Beach. 0-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over to left field. This is going to be caught. The runner from third, Vladdy tags up. He's coming to the plate. The throw's off the line. The Blue Jays will get the lead back, and they're up 3-2. Nice. Making my rounds, lurking in the shadows, says Dr. Delay. Oh, I'm happy to see you back here, my friend. It feels good. Feels good to see you. I missed you. All right, top of the 6th, 2 away. And Dalton Varsho is in the box, facing Reed. And Varsho is going to pop up the first pitch over towards the third base side in foul territory. The catch is made by Yoan Moncada, and the inning is over. All right, it's time to go to the bottom of the 6th out at Angel Stadium. It's a 3-2 game. 3-2, Toronto. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound. I don't know why Dr. Delay just made me think about that song. He said making my rounds, so I was thinking of Vanessa Carlton, 1,000 Miles. That's how you know I'm a 2000s type of a guy. Oh, man. What else we got? Yes, just once. It's a resort located on the peninsula. I've never been to Hawaii, but it's the closest thing I could imagine it is similar to. Yeah, I'd like to go to Hawaii, too. I would like to go to Hawaii. United Zombies. Let's go! There's my guy that missed Zombie Nation. United Zombies. Of Baseball America. That's funny. What's up, Cool J? What's up, chat? I am. Yeah. That's another thing I forgot to announce tonight. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit all over the place. For those of you who missed it, I did want to say that I am going to be doing another fundraiser for my brother, or in honor of my brother, for the Dysautonomia Foundation. And I'm really excited about that. That's going to be really, really cool. And that's going to be coming up next week. I thought about it on vacation. And I thought, you know what, as we get to 10,000 subscribers like that, 10,000 means a lot to me, but I feel like I'm doing this because, like, part of it is definitely because of him. And it would be like a really good way to honor him once we get to 10,000. So that'll be really nice. But yeah. And I am going to be doing a meet and greet this year. That's going to be in the summertime. I'm trying to target the day that I haven't picked out a specific day just yet. But I'm really trying to go, like, near my birthday. I feel like that would be a really good time to do it. My birthday is in August, so I'd like to do it sometime around then. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's going to be figured out this week, too. But that'll be cool. We just got some karaoke from JJ. Yeah! Shantae, what's up, Shantae? Just pumped to Shantae. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 6th. And there's nobody out. Fisher is on the mound. And the 2-2 to Moncada. That's a foul ball. Been to Hawaii on a honeymoon in Bermuda for our senior class trip in high school. Bermuda. It's a good song, isn't it? Yeah, Vanessa Carlton. Shout out to Vanessa Carlton. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch, and that's a pie for ball 3. In theater, if you didn't know how to play that song, or if you I'm sorry, you usually had like 5 different people that were in your cast, like when you were in theater, that knew how to play 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton. It was that, or it was Adele, Someone Like You, or it was Sarah Bareilles' love song. What was it? That's called Love Song, right? Not gonna write you a love song. I think that's what it was. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 6th. And the 3-2 pitch on the way. Check swing, the pitch was low. He didn't go. And the tying run is over at first base. Yeah. Oracle Park. Oh, man, I want to go. I do want to go to Oracle. I would love to go to Oracle. That's on my list. Bottom of the 6th. There's nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. And the tying run's over at first. And the pitch. That's in there for a strike. And the one thing that I have to do, I got this notebook from someone that's really close, that's a family friend, and it's like a journal of like when you go to your first ballpark. Like you write down the date, you write down the time, and you sort of journal, and you do it for each one, and it's a really cool thing. I definitely need to fill out more of that journal, and hopefully before the time ever comes, I'd like to be able to visit all 30. That is on my bucket list of things to do. I'd like to go visit some more. No balls, 2 strikes. And Joe Adele is in the batter's box here in the bottom of the 6th. But we'll keep crossing them off. I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush to visit every one of them, but I'd love to get there. 3-2, the 0-2 pitch is grounded over to second. The throw to shortstop. There's one. The throw to first. It was low, but it was dug out by Vladdy, and there is out number 2. That is a 4-6-3 double play to get 2 outs. Me and Larry were going to crash the wedding, but we got blown off course and landed in Cuba and got tanked on Havana Club. Damn. They got you. They knew exactly who you were coming after. That's funny. Bottom of the 6th in the pitch. And this is flied out over towards the right field line. Varsho calls off Vladdy and Sosa, and will make the catch and get the 3rd out of the inning. And so we're going to go to the top of the 7th. It is a 3-2 game as the Blue Jays lead it by 1. Chat, I do have to make a schedule of what's going to come this week. I will tell you this for free. Well, I tell you everything for free. But we are not doing the Phillies game tomorrow night. We are doing the Sixers. The Sixers do have a playoff game tomorrow. I know the Sixers are in the playoffs, but whether I don't know if I believe in them or not. I think that Boston is just a very superior team, but it's the playoffs. We gotta do playoffs for the Sixers specifically. We will be doing a playoff game tomorrow. I believe that their next one would be on Friday too. So there will not be any Phillies games tomorrow or Friday that I know of. And, our next Phillies game will be on Wednesday. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. That will be our next Phillies game. So we did 1 inning of Phillies baseball since Wednesday. We called an 18-minute game today. That was fun. Time flies, I guess. Did you see any sea turtles? No. No, I didn't see any sea turtles. I did see turtles, though, in the lake, and there were like 13 of them, which was really cool. We did see oh, dude, the baby lizards were so cool. The baby lizards were really awesome. We did not go snorkeling. We could have went snorkeling with the pigs, but we did a lot of other things instead. The one thing that I wish that I did do, looking back on it, and even though I was really tired, I still wish I would have done it. I would have loved to go clubbing after the wedding. I didn't know that they were having an after party, and I got the notification with my feet, just literally up, and no one else was gonna go with me. So I decided not to do it. But I wish I would have done that. But if that's like my only regret, I'd say that I had a very, very good time. The pitch. That's high for a ball. But yeah, a lot of bonding, a lot of catching up, a lot of face-to-face talking. It's all good. Like, I care about that stuff. I'm not the biggest talker in the world, but I like being able to, just listen and make eye contact with people and just be in a group. 2 balls, 1 strike as we are in the top of the 7th. It's a 3-2 Blue Jays lead. Lenin Sosa had a go-ahead sac fly in the top of the 6th. Here's the 2-1 to Straw, and Detmers misses the zone inside for ball 3. There's Lewis Varland warming up in the Blue Jays bullpen. 3-1 is the count as we are in the top of the 7th. 89 pitches for Detmers. And the 3-1 pitch, it's a little bit low for ball 4. And Straw is going to draw a walk here. How's Reese? How is Reese? Yeah. A lot of crying when we came back. Belly rubs. Looking for us at the door. I got a video from my aunt while we were on the plane. And it was my aunt's dog and Reese. Her dog's name is Hershey. Hershey and Reese were literally at the door, and they thought that they heard us, and they were crying, and it was so sweet. I was like, okay, I want to get off the plane just to come see you. But no, I missed Reese. Oh, she's such a sweetie. When she cries, she sounds like a bird. She tweets, has like a very high-pitched cry. And it's so sweet. Top of the 7th, there's the leadoff man over at first. And Hyman is going to come on up, but now Kurt Suzuki is going to take the baseball away from Reed Detmers, and that's going to do it for him. I'm kind of shocked. I thought maybe he was going to face one more batter, but nope. They say, we're going to have a pitching change. So that's going to be it for Reed Detmers. His night is done. JJ, if there's a lockout next season, have you considered calling minor league games? Yeah. Don't you worry. We are definitely going to be doing some things if there is a lockout next year. Minor league baseball is in the books. College baseball is something else I really want to look on into as well. You hear about the big teams, LSU and all those teams, but I'd like to get into that as well. But the minor league baseball scene, yeah, definitely. I didn't really get to talk about this. I really want to do some of the professional softball games this year. I really do. I would really like to cover some of those because those games, I feel like that sport is growing, and I would like to do some more women's sports, And so covering the professional softball league, I feel like would be really, really cool. I feel like that would be really awesome. What was I going to say? I forget. But yeah, I think it'd be really cool to cover the Athletes Unlimited Softball League. Their season starts in May, right? They have like a 20. It's a 25. I know it's a 25 game season, but I believe that they start in May. So I'd like to do some of their games. Chowa, what's up, Chowa? How you doing? How was the trip? Oh, dude, it was so relaxing. It was so great. It was awesome, and it was just, I come back here and I can't wait to sleep. I mean, I was relaxing while I was there. It was a lot of relaxing, a lot of just taking a step back, but it was very peaceful. That was probably the best way that I could put it. It was super peaceful. Top of the 7th, we got a runner over at first. 3-2 Toronto. And the pitch, that's going to be taken down for a ball. Silseth is pitching. This is Chase Silseth, who's 25 years old, from Farmington, New Mexico. Never heard of Farmington, New Mexico. The pitch, this is going to be bunted over towards the first base side. That's an excellent bunt. And here's the throw. It's a glove of a throw over to first base. A little shovel pass with the glove. And it's in time, but the sacrifice is complete. And so the runner does advance on over to second base and is now in scoring position. But yeah, it was awesome. Someone is late to the class. Dude, no, but like that's like what happens. I always like being able to repeat those types of answers. I know that there's some people that join on in late, and I appreciate that very, very much. I'm really happy to see you. But yeah, I had a great time. They said that the IMAX movie theater, I think our driver said that the IMAX movie theater there was like Dave and Buster's, which I thought was interesting. It's 3-2 Toronto in the top of the 7th with a runner in scoring position. Oh yeah, there's I forgot the players come out of the ground here. Dude, is the catcher batting? What the heck? The catcher just stood in the batter's box. What a pitch. And that's a pie for ball two. Dude, this 3D graphic stuff just continues to make me laugh. Dude, did you guys see the catcher just go on into the left side of the box without a bat? That was funny. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0, and that's a foul ball over towards the right side. That is hilarious. JJ asked himself, why the heck did he come back? Well, I'll tell you this. I'm happy that I did come back because I thought that I wasn't going to come back. And, well, when you don't have another night in an Airbnb, you think to yourself, well, GG's. The pitch, and this is going to be grounded out to left field for a base hit, and so the runner's going to be waved home. The throw is off the line, and the Blue Jays add another run. Ernie Clements is going to come on up. It's a 4-2 ball game. Nathan Lucas with an opposite field RBI single, and that makes it 4-2 Toronto. That's funny. Oh, dude, John, I slept on the plane. I slept on that plane. The balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 7th. And here's the 0-1. This is flied out over towards medium depth left center field. Trout gets under it, takes 2 steps over towards his left side, or right side, and makes the catch. Got to avoid those real touristy islands next time. Get an Airbnb on an outer island and truly get away. Good for the soul. I made it a lifestyle. Oh, man, my back. Yeah, if I go back, I might do that. But again, I'd really like to go with a loved one, and I feel like that would be an experience in itself, you know, and that it would be more appropriate to do it then. Like when you're doing it like with family, you know, of course you're going to be like in more of like the touristy area, you know, like that's how it's going to go. But if I definitely go back next time, I probably will consider doing that if I go with somebody else. The ball is 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch, swing and a miss. Vladdy today is 3 for 3. Is he on Cycle Watch? I didn't check. Is Vladdy on Cycle Watch, chat? Nah, he needs a double and a triple. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2. And that's down for a ball. In August, Mass Coverage TV will go to the Bahamas too. Wait, really? I wonder where in the Bahamas he's going to. I'll have to hit him up. Damn. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 away. The pitch swung on and missed. And there's out number 3. The Blue Jays do get themselves an insurance run on an RBI single by Nathan Lucas. And the Toronto Blue Jays have a 4-2 lead as they go to the bottom of the 7th out in Anaheim. Yes. Folks, if you are new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We go on for Phillies baseball. We do Sixers basketball, Eagles football, and Major League Baseball games as well. I will post a schedule probably early tomorrow afternoon as to what is going to come for the rest of this week, and also some more announcements as well that you will hear too. So that'll be really nice. But that's what's going on, man. Just a chill stream tonight. Sit back, kick your feet up type of a stream. Listening to JJ babble and talk and forget about things that he's saying and not speaking clear sentences sometimes. And sip water. There's fun in that, I guess. Yeah. I want to hear about you. What have you guys been up to over the last week? I mean, this is a two-way street. I know that I do a lot of talking, but I would like to hear what you guys have done in the chat. What did you guys do this weekend besides just watch the Phillies just vomit all over themselves and only go 0 for their last 2,300 with runners in scoring position? And Duran getting hurt. I did see some nice spots on the 5 Aisle tour. Stopped on all of them. Probably with his girlfriend, Sydney. Yeah, his fiance. Because both of them are getting married next year in March. Yeah. Yeah. That's really cool. Shout out to Sydney. Shout out to Max. They're awesome people, man. The pitch, and that's chopped foul over towards the left side. The ball is 1 strike. As we are in the bottom of the 7th. Logan O'Hoppe is in the batter's box. Here's the 0-1. That's outside for a ball. O'Hoppe, 2 strikeouts. Dance with a bunch of strangers. Really? Damn. How late? I also forgot because apparently, like, when they had the after party, they partied. They went to a club, and the club closed at like 3 o'clock. How late are the clubs open over in the Bay Area? Because in Philly, like, a lot of them are just, like 11, 12 o'clock. Like, some of them just close really early. 1 o'clock, some of them. But they're closing earlier and earlier. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're in the bottom of the 7th. What's going on here? I don't get what's going on. Was there interference? Why were the umpires gathering together? Did I miss something? Dancing with strangers is fun. I like doing that. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Varland is on the mound. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called at the knees. Bada boom. Some clubs in Atlanta don't close until 5 a.m. Oh, that sounds like my type of spot, man. I would do that. I do like to go out. People are like, you like to go out? And I'm like, yeah. Again, I'm not like the most talkative person, but I like being around people. Not like a huge amount of people, like just a good amount. I like being in those types of settings. About to, but there are plenty of after hours, dude. That's what's up. That's great. Here's the 0-1. That's at 99 miles per hour, but I believe Frazier's going to challenge this. Yes, he will. Adam Frazier, he's been around for a while now. The pitch was low. He was right. He was correct. Nick, what's up, Nick? JJ, hope you had a great time. Great to see you back. Thank you so much, man. It feels good. It feels nice. It was much needed. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch is down for ball 2. I like how we can just, like, come on here at, like, any given time, and there's just, like, people that just want to come on and chill. It's really nice. I just sort of winged this. I was going to come on. Again, I was supposed to get in. My flight was supposed to get in around 6:30, but we had a 3-hour delay. We didn't get in the air. We were supposed to depart at, like, 3:30 at first, but then we didn't end up getting into the air until like closer to 5:30, I want to say. So we didn't get home until we got in a little bit before 8 o'clock, and then we got home a little bit like 9:15 p.m. So. Bottom of the 7th, and now 2 gone. Swing and a miss. JJ, the Giants community doesn't even have a play-by-play streamer. I'm so shocked. Like, I really am. I'm so shocked about that, as the pitch is going to be grounded foul over towards the left side. Because Baby, he was like one of the first streamers like that I saw like doing Giants post-game content. I am shocked that he doesn't do any of like the play-by-plays, because I always thought this content was so good. I always thought that he did a really good job at giving analysis on the Giants. My dad actually was watching a video of his years ago, and he doesn't remember this, but that's how I sort of got hooked onto him. Yeah, because he was trying to find the Giants game on YouTube, and he was checking out this guy, and he's like, like, this guy's all right. It doesn't, never tune on into him again after that. But, like, like he knew his stuff, and he did. So, Baby. I like Baby. 1 ball, 2 strikes as we're in the bottom of the 7th. It's a 4-2 game. Neto in the box, the 1-2 pitch. And that's chopped over towards the left side. It's a foul ball, though. Are the Giants on now? I missed that. If I would have... But the Giants... Yeah, I was going to say, if the Giants were on later, I would have totally done the Giants game if they were the late game tonight. When were they on today? I don't even know. They didn't play today. They were off. What am I talking about? 1-2. And this is down for ball 2. I like being home now. Used to dance all night along to my hubby's bands. Your husband was in a band? That's news to me. I didn't know that. I'm begging him to do one again, but it's selective. Who? Hum Baby? Two-two pitch, swing and a miss. And so we're going to go to the top of the 8th inning. It is a 4-2 ball game. All right, time to go to the top of the 8th. Jimenez, Okamoto, and Sosa are going to come on up. Tomorrow is Tuesday, right? Tomorrow the Sixers play at 7. Are the Giants on at 9:45? They are. Ooh. Chat. Should we do it? Maybe. I was actually going to do the Phillies play Wednesday night. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. If we do the Sixers game at 7, maybe we'll do the Giants game afterwards. Yes, hum. Yeah. Giants and Dodgers. Please, 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 for the love of God. I am a fan of Yamamoto. Don't get me wrong. But please, somebody, please, just win a series against these Dodgers. Because it makes me tired. Now, they actually, you know what I forgot? They did lose this series to the Colorado Rockies, which is kind of funny. But if another team can knock them off, I'm sure the Giants would love to have a piece of that pie. Yeah. I'm sure the Giants would love to have a piece of that pie. That would be bittersweet. So what, you have Ralph on the mound tomorrow. Wednesday. Oh, your face Ohtani Wednesday, but then you got Molly pitching. Yeah, I don't feel confident about that matchup. Thursday, what's your matchup then? Thursday, you got Glasnow versus Webb. You know, call me Mr. Hot Take. That's fine. I could see you win 2. I could see you win 2 out of 3. I could see that happening. I could see it. But did that be cool? Sean Anderson is going to pitch for the Halos as we go to the top of the 8th. The pitch. That is a foul ball to Jesus Sanchez. Jesus Sanchez, there's a former Marlin. Batting .262 so far with 2 homers and 11 RBI in 20 total games. 0-1, it's grounded over towards the right side. Second baseman picks it up, throws it over to first, and that is in time. The fact that we played 20 games at least so far this year is absolutely mind-boggling to me. I can't believe it. There's a Hispanic guy. His channel is Cabatecos Network, I believe. He does the Angels play-by-play. He's pretty amazing. I don't speak Spanish, so I don't really know what he's saying, but he's really good. That's good to know. I'll have to write that down. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the top of the 8th. This is Kazuma Okamoto who's batting. And Okamoto takes a strike. NBC Sports Philadelphia just dropped the Monday Philly obituary. The Monday Philly Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I'm sure that'll be waiting for me. So that'll be news. That'll be great. Yeah, I could watch that, and then I can watch, of course, Ashlyn Sullivan and the Flyers post-game show, which I'll be so happy. 2-1 pitch. That's down for ball 3. I was checking out some of his calls while you were gone. Capitesco is Mug Buen for sure. Is that how you say that? Mug Buen. Oh yeah, muy bueno. Muy bueno. Yes, yeah, he's very good. Yes, muy bueno. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, what does Mug Bueno mean? But now I realize. I gotcha. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that's a foul ball. He doesn't need coffee. He's Mug Bueno. Muy bueno. If I could trade anyone, I would trade Marsh for someone like Freddie Freeman, says Sam Hill. Yeah, that would be I think that's probably what you would call a fleece. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch up high and inside for ball 4. The Orioles, they scored 5 runs in the 12th. What? And they won today against Kansas City 7-5? Are you kidding me? That's awesome. I'm sure that somebody had a good call. That's cool. As the Sakamoto guy, I think he's going to be a good player. As far as his stats go, I'll get you some more info on him in just a sec. I start my mornings Mug Bueno. The pitch, swing and a miss. I love that. That's beautiful. The ball is 1 strike as we're in the top of the 8th. Anderson kicks, deals, and the pitch is up high for a ball. Okamoto, how's he doing this year so far? Well, today I can tell you this. He struck out in the 3rd. Okay, in the 6th inning, he grounded into a fielder's choice. In the 1st, he also grounded into a fielder's choice. He does have 3 homers and 8 RBI on the season. His average is at .221. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Andres Jimenez, but he coming on into tonight, he was 4 for his last 8 with a homer and 4 RBI. The 1-1 pitch that misses down and in for ball 2. Miguel Rojas homer today. Dalton Rushing. Dude, where did they find these guys, the Dodgers? Like, Dalton Rushing already has 7 home runs for them. I don't know. It's not even fair. The 2-1. Fly ball hit out over to left field. It's going to be caught for out number 2. They have a phenomenal GM. They have great players. They have an owner that's just willing to way overspend. I mean, it's unbelievable. And I can't fault them. I can't do that. But obviously they're the target. Everybody looks at them as the villain. The pitch, it's popped up over towards the third base side and foul ground, and no one's going to get there. It's in no man's land, and it'll be a souvenir. Royals have also been on a losing streak. Chat, now that I've gone on vacation, the Kansas City Royals are going to the World Series. I mean, I'm partly joking, but I'm also partly like, the Kansas City Royals are a dark horse of a team. I wouldn't want to mess around with them. I really wouldn't. Phillies need better international scouting than they have now for a long time. Very good point, my friend. I've been saying that for a very long time, too. The 1-1 pitch, and this is grounded over towards the right side. Second baseman gobbles it up, throws it over to first, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's a 4-2 Blue Jays lead. Just to piggyback off your point, We see the Dodgers and all their international scouting. We see Miami and how great they are in that department. But I would really love the Phillies to have better international scouts, and they just don't. For whatever it is, I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. I'd really like us to get more talent in that area. I really would. Phillies do need help to get back on the right track. Yeah, I mean, when you're watching bad baseball, guys, it is frustrating. When you're watching outstanding baseball, it's so great because you're like, holy moly, this is every day, and I get to watch this. Oh, this is the best feeling in the entire world. And then on the flip side, you're like, God damn it. I have to watch this? I have to watch my team get blown out in their last 72 innings by a score of 35-1? Like, that's BS. I can't get behind that. But yeah, that's baseball. Baseball will do that to you. Cheers. Especially watching the management to nothing when something needs to be done. Yeah, that's another really good point. That's a very valid point, too. You just watch these guys in the dugout just waiting for whatever it is to just implode right in front of their face. It's actually kind of funny in a sense. I feel like we see more of that nowadays compared to even just 5 years ago, which is sad. And I don't have the numbers to back that up, but just from the eye test, it just feels like that there's just more and more people going by the numbers. Well, no balls, 2 strikes to Mike Trout. The pitch, here it comes. It's high for a ball. I love Bryce, but I'm going to say no extension at this current juncture. Yeah, I'm going to say 1-2 to Trout. Swung on and missed. There we go. There's out number 1. I think the only reason people are going to games is because of the food. I bet those Sanchez sliders are really good. Yeah, the Sanchez. Is that what they are? The Sanchez sliders? Dude, I like that. I thought that they had the schwarber sliders last year. But the Sanchez sliders sound really good. Sanchez sliders, that's a really good food name. I like that. I like that a lot. Excuse me. Sorry, chat. I didn't mean for that to happen. Let's play a game, chat. I spy with my little eye something blue. There's something blue that I see. What is it? The ballpark is a great experience, regardless of how the game goes, says Justin. That is true. We love good ballparks. We like baseball vibes because they're fun. One had a clipboard tonight, JJ, for what that's worth. I've never seen a manager with a clipboard in forever. I think I have to go back to the Gabe Kapler days since I saw a Phillies manager with a clipboard. I do. The blue sky. The blue sky. No. I'll give you a hint. I'm watching it on TV. Something blue, come on. Shape of the fabric. It's on my TV. Can't be the sky because it's dark. Guys, I'm actually in London now. I lied, I'm not home. Bottom of the eighth. The pitch. This is going to be grounded over to short. It's bobbled and fumbled by the shortstop, and everyone's going to be safe. Let's go. The Blue Jays. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. I had to keep you on your toes. It is the Blue Jays. It's the Blue Jays jerseys. That's what the blue answer was. Let's go. Here is Soler in the pitch, and that is outside for ball one. Good day, everyone. Interview went well. That's good. Got to ring the bell for that. Absolutely. I'm happy that you had a good interview, my friend. 1 ball, no strikes to Soler. And here's the 1-0 pitch. That's on the outside edge for a strike. Let's lock in. Let's lock in, baby. Charged! Why the heck did I play an air horn as I was playing a charge? Like, that should be illegal. That should result in, like, a 6-hour timeout. That was bad. Ew. That was awful. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That was really bad. Play an air horn while you play a cavalry charge. Yeah, that's like oil and water. It doesn't mix. No. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Soler, and he fouls it right off of his foot. And I think it also got a piece of the catcher Heineman as well. It did. That's one of those think outside the box questions. I try. I like keeping everybody on their toes. And MLB Central, that's a really good show, by the way. I like MLB Central. 1 ball, 2 strikes, with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch. It's outside for ball 2. Drew Pomerantz is warming up in the pen. You know what I got to do? I got to get If You're Happy and You Know It on the organ on here. I like that. 2-2 pitch, and that's going to be grounded and taken on a hop over towards the right side, and the pitcher has it, tosses it back over to first, and that's in time for the second out of the 8th inning. So 2 away. But the umpire is looking over at first. They're challenging to see if this is a foul ball. Did I get a piece of his foot? That's like what the batter was saying. And I believe that the manager's going to challenge this. Let's double check. Did that foul off of his foot? Or get a piece of him? Oh, is that batter's interference? Is that what it is? Yeah, catcher's interference is what they're trying to signal. Wasn't that it was a foul ball. Okay. I don't like all these catcher's interference calls. We're seeing it more and more. To attach a piece of the strap. I think they are ruling to see if it's whether it's a foul ball or not. All right, so it's the second out. So they were trying to see if it was a foul ball. That's what it was. Like, looking back at the replay, I'm like, then the strap did it. And I can't hear these things. I mean, they're not relaying things in my ears. So how could I know? I don't like having the volume turned up. I think it's distracting. But anyhow, it's 4-2, bottom of the 8th. Yohan Moncada is up, and he takes a strike at the knees. I spy something green. It's me. I'm green with envy watching baseball teams that don't suck. That's good. That's good. Riddle me this, JJ. What's red, white, and sucks? I think we are all on the same page. The pitch is grounded over towards the right side. And the throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 3. They had a chance. They had an opportunity to try to get another run in there. And, well, nothing. And we're going to go to the 9th. It's a 4-2 lead for the Jays. Dude, that's so funny. Oh, man. I get the point. Dude, this baseball... Like the more I see you guys, the more I'm looking at chat and seeing just more about this Phillies offense, and I'm hearing about all these negative things. I'm like, dude, I'm so happy that I wasn't here to cover all those bad games. But also at the same time, you know, like I like getting mad. I like getting angry. I like being able to feel what the fan base is feeling, or at least try to, you know, understand. And I do like going through that as much as I don't. Maybe that makes me a psycho. I don't know. But I feel like that just makes me a fan. You know? I don't like always seeing bad things. Of course, I want to see them succeed. But part of me is like, well, they're not always going to succeed. And maybe while you don't want to watch them do bad, like you also feel like, damn, like when something bad is going on, you're still able to connect with chat. You're still able to connect with the other fans and see what they see, or just, you know, have more opinions on things. So now I sort of feel like I'm a casual right now, you know? I feel like I haven't watched the Phillies in like 2 months. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I just feel like that it's been a while. You know? We're ruthless, Law, but it's because we care. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That first sentence says it all. And I will read the next couple of sentences after this pitch. It's in there for a called strike to Miles Straw. It's like calling out a family member for bad behavior. We can do it, but if others on the outside do it, we'll defend them. I would argue, and I would say to an extreme. Because would you defend Ben Simmons? No. Would you defend, like, I mean, there's a lot. Like there's a line. Would you defend Cutter Gauthier for everything that he did? No. Heck no. Top of the 9th, and Hyman is up. That was an opposite field single. But I guess that those examples are like people that, you know, you had their back and then they just stabbed you. Like, I feel like Ben Simmons sort of stabbed the city in the back. Same thing with Cutter Gauthier. It's like, man, we tried to make you one of us, and then, you know, you just give us the double bird. That, I guess, is a little bit different. Same thing with Tobias Harris. But, no, I think that you're right. I feel like, you know, but I feel like that those are guys that are family members that are like, you know what, like, nah, I don't want to be here. We thought about that with Alec Bohm for a while. Some people still believe that with Alec Bohm, and I'm still one of those people that was like, you know, what he did was wrong. 1 ball, 1 strike, and I feel like that is still rubbed people the wrong way about him. 1-1 pitch. It's going to be bunted over towards the third base side. Moncada gets there. Straw goes over to third. The throw to first is in time, and there's out number 1 here in the top of the 9th inning. But I don't know. Like, Scott Rowland. You know, Scott Rowland's not really beloved here. Jeff Hoffman. Here's a former Philly. Is Jeff Hoffman beloved here in Philly? The pitch is going to be grounded foul. I feel like Jeff Hoffman has to be like, one of those dudes that's just like, what a story. He goes over to the Rockies, doesn't have a good career. Then he comes on over to Philly and becomes like one of the best relievers in all of baseball. Like, that's a cool story. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Anderson throws one at 87 miles per hour. Hey, JJ, how about those Braves, baby? Welcome back. Welcome back to you, too, my friend. It's good to see you on here, my guy, CeeLo. I have to admit, those Braves are doing a good job. Here's the pitch. It's bunt. It's going to be grounded over towards the first base side. They're going to have to try to get the easy out over at first. The throw to first. It's in time. However, it's an RBI ground out to make it 5-2. Straw is able to get the run on in. Let's go. Awesome. Straw scored, actually, and it was Lucas who got his second RBI of the game. It was hit over towards the pitcher, then it ricocheted off of his glove, and he nearly wasn't able to get him out. Papelbon saved loads of games, but is not beloved here. That's another great example. I love that one, too. Here's a question for you, chat. If Gene Segura doesn't get that hit against the St. Louis Cardinals, do people feel the same way about Gene Segura? Like, I feel like he gets a lot of love just because of that hit that he had to help them come back and win that game against Helsley. Top of the ninth, 2 away. They're testing Anderson's arm here to see, not his arm, but because he got hit by a little comebacker. They just want to see him warm up a few times, throw some pitches. By the way, please go subscribe to On The Go with CeeLo. He is the man. He is absolutely awesome. Go check him out. He's great. Freddie Freeman did leave the game for the Dodgers today, I saw. He left with an illness. Hopefully he's okay. I also saw that Diaz for the Dodgers got placed on the IL. 2 outs. And the pitch to Ernie Clement, who's 0 for 4. It's taken down for a ball. Ernie is hitting .289 with 5 RBI. The 1-0 pitch, and there's a line drive off the glove of the third baseman. Noto has to go chase after it out in left field. Clement is going to go to second, and he's a dead fish at second base. What was he doing? I mean, he was going to be out by a mile there, and he thought that he could just extend that single into a double, and he was dead wrong. And Jeff Hoffman's going to come on in for the save. Let's go, Hoffman! What happened to Diaz? First of all, what the heck happened there? Because that was just stupid. What happened to Edwin Diaz? What did happen to Edwin Diaz? I'll let you know. Oh, he's going to get surgery for loose bodies in his elbow. So he's out till the second half of the season. I heard Freddie Freeman's wife went into labor. Oh, wait, really? Oh, dude. Wow. We had a blast on Friday. Lots of JJ freaks were hanging out. Even Larry had a great time. Dude, that's awesome. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy that people came on in to see you because, you are the man. You really are. But yeah, he's on the 15-day IL with a right elbow. They're calling it right elbow loose bodies. So, and he's expected to return for the second half of the season. Reportedly, he'll miss about 3 months, which will put him in line for a return sometime after or sometime around the All-Star break. And what they're going to do, what they did is the roster move that they made was they added left-hander pitcher Jake Eder to take Diaz's spot on the roster. Hoffman's ERA this year is at a high 7.71 ERA. That is pretty high. That's high. Ugh. Time to go to the bottom of the ninth. The Angels put up runs in the first and in the third. Just one run, really. So it is a 5-2 ball game. By the way, the A's just won against the Mariners by a score of 6-4. So this is the last game standing. And Joe Adell is going to step up into the batter's box. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Also grounded into a double play as well. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. So, yeah, Diaz is getting elbow surgery, and he's going to be out until around the All-Star break. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, and there's a line drive, base it out to left field. Adell gets on with a single, and, well, one more base runner, and then the tying run comes on up to the plate. Bomb. Bomb, boom. Yeah. We got 15 people rocking with us. You guys are the best, man. Shout out to you. It is 12:21 a.m. Eastern Time. Who's up? This is Lowe, who is up to bat. First pitch to Lowe, and that misses inside and low for a ball. Nearly got away from the catcher, Heineman. And so we have a timeout here. Shaky Hoffman pitching for the Blue Jays. I'm a fan of Jeff Hoffman. I really am. Dude, they're dealing with the injury bug. They got Addison Barger on the injured list. They got George Springer hurt. Right, Alejandro Kirk is missing time. And then Shane Bieber and Trey Yasevich are out. And then Yimi Garcia. Like they are very, they're not very, very thin, but, they are thin, you know? One ball, no strikes. Hoffman in his last 2 outings combined. 1 2/3 of an inning, 6 earned runs on 5 hits, including 4 walks. He's had 3 blown saves this year so far. Next pitch, here it comes. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that is too low. Blue Jays are 8-13. 1-1 pitch on the way, another foul ball. And we'll do it again. They spent the night dogging y'all's coach, hoping he gets fired the next day. Yeah, his name is Rob Thompson. That's been going on for a while, my friend. Yep. It was like they were in... It was like they were in JJ's chat. Yep. That's the Philly. That's the Philly hardcore blue-collar mentality, man. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dude, I'm so happy that they showed up, though. The 2-2 on the way. Strike 3 called at the knees. I am shocked he did not chase. He didn't want anything to do with that pitch. It was right there at the knees. Hoffman was like, let me show it to you. That's a strike. And, well, Logan O'Hoppe is going to come on up. Good day, sir, he says. O'Hoppe, who has struck out looking twice and has also struck out swinging once, is going to come on up to bat. And so far, well, he's on his way to his 4th strikeout as he looks at strike 1. The balls, 1 strike. The 0-1-0 Hoppy, swing and a miss. He's closer now to that 4th strikeout. Just kidding. Adam Frazier is in the on-deck circle. No balls, 2 strikes. If he gets on, then the tying run comes on up to the plate. The 0-2 pitch fouled off the mask of Heineman. And Logan's like, you good? And Hyman's like, ugh. Yeah, I'm okay. People are skipping over Kevin Long going right for Topper. It's a combination of both. It really is. Systemic, yep. In-house change. 0-2 pitch. There's strikeout number 4. Hoppy is down for the 4th time tonight. And so there's out number 2 in the bottom of the 9th inning, and Hoffman needs one more out to seal the deal. Let's go, Hoffman! There's former Padre and former Pirate Adam Frazier. Hoffman kicks, fires, strike 1 at the knees. No balls, 1 strike. He is painting that edge. Zach Neto is on deck. 0-1 to Adam Frazier. 2 away. The stretch and the pitch inside for a ball. And so 1 ball and 1 strike is the count. Adam Frazier is now 34 years old, chat. The 1-1 delivery. Low and away. And that is for ball 2. Oh boy, it's a Phillies ending here. I forgot Adam was also on the Royals last year. He's also on the Royals in 2024 as well. The 2-1 pitch to Frazier. And a foul ball will make it down to the Angels' final strike. Do, 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 do. Time is going to be called. Did you know that Jordan Walker's on a 15-game hitting streak? I didn't know that. Well, now you know. The 2-2 pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss. Hoffman strikes out the side. The Jays take care of business out in Anaheim. Vladdy sent 1 deep. And he leads his team to a victory. And the Jays win 5-2 against the Angels. They're now 9-13. Ring the bell. Play some fireworks. Let's go. Yes. All right, cool. See, that's how you know. You just saw my screen right there. Yeah, I didn't. I just came on in. I just set up the stream beforehand, and I was like, all right, I don't care what graphics are up there. We're just gonna do this. There's Abby Labar. Dude, quick pitch is awesome, and she is great. I am a big fan of Abby Labar. Oh, good game here. I thought that the Angels had a lot of opportunities. The Blue Jays, the one thing about the Toronto Blue Jays, and I haven't really followed them a bunch this year, but they just have a mentality to them that's just like, it doesn't matter what type of start they get off to. They just have confidence. Vladdy's not a kid anymore, right? Addison Barger, I know that Barger's on the IL, but Ernie Clement has been struggling so far this year, but he can snap on out of that funk. They just have a very good group of guys. They have depth. When was the last time that we've talked about the Blue Jays' depth? It's been years before last year's run. They have a lot of depth. They really do. And they certainly are a team to be reckoned with, and you can easily see why. The Angels tonight, I thought that the LA Angels, after coming off of losing 2 out of 3 to the San Diego Padres, it just has felt like that their offense has really just gone cold, sort of like the Phillies. They've only put up, heading on into today, they only put up 2 runs in that series against the San Diego Padres. So they really just did not do a good job at all whatsoever. And then tonight, they put up their total amount that they put in 3 games. When they scored 11 runs against the Yankees on Thursday, it just felt like that they just were losing it, you know. So 2 runs tonight, and that's it. Detmers gets credited with the loss, and I thought that Reed looked really good out there again. Reed Detmers already, and I know that it's really early for this, but if I were to give a Cy Young to somebody in the American League, Reed Detmers is my leading candidate right now because he's been really good. Dylan Cease has also been amazing too. And tonight, while his pitch count was really high, he did a very good job. So I would put him in the conversation as well. He's had a 1.76 ERA in the month of April so far in 15 1/3 of an inning. He's only given up 3 earned runs. He has not allowed a home run yet this year. But yeah, he outdueled Reed Detmers, and I thought that was pretty much the story of the game. So, what's to come for tomorrow, chat? What is to come for tomorrow? Great question. So tomorrow, the plan is to do the Sixers game. The Sixers are on at 7. They play against the Celtics. And once that game is done, I will transition on into doing the Giants game. But that will probably be a little bit later, depending on how things go in the Sixers game and what time the game is over. But we will definitely do a Giants game tomorrow night. And then on Wednesday, we'll get to Wednesday in a little bit. We'll do that after the stream. But as far as tomorrow goes, no Phillies. We got the Sixers playoffs tomorrow, and then we'll do the Giants game tomorrow night. Wednesday, we're back for the Phillies. We're actually officially back for the Philadelphia Phillies on Wednesday, and that'll be exciting. A couple things before I go. First of all, I will post the announcements tomorrow of what's to come with this fundraising stream that we're going to be doing next week. It'll be a 48-hour stream. I'm really excited about that, and I'm really trying to raise $10,000, and I think that we'll be able to do it. I do. And that'll be a lot of fun. And then I will also let you know what the rest of the schedule is for this week. But with that, I need to go to bed. I'm tired. All that time in the airplane just made me tired. But I'm happy to be back. And I wanted this to be more of a chill type of a stream, and I feel happy that it actually worked out that way because I broke the ice, and then tomorrow we're back into basketball mode and we're locking back on in. It feels like we haven't called basketball in like 2 months. It's been a while since we did it on this channel, but the grind comes back tomorrow and we feel good. And we'll be back. So, all right, love you all. Lila Tove, good night. I'm ready to pass out. I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out. Yes. Let's go. I'm so happy that you guys are here, man. All right, love you. Bye. Adios. See ya.